two teams, one team in each conference who has separated themselves from the pack. It's clear as day.
BallGame.
Gotten a number of second shots, though.
George, way off. It's the side of the backboard.
The top tier, I have conference favorite because I feel like there's two teams, one team in each conference who has separated themselves from the pack. It's clear as day. So the first one, the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's not even a question.
Yeah.
That's not even a
They're
question.
undefeated.
Milwaukee Bucks
Best
have,
team in the
And
NBA.
the scariest part is Middleton isn't even playing yet.
Yeah.
Like, they're only going to get scarier.
So I said this in one of my videos the other day, and I mentioned it on Twitter. Giannis is obviously getting the praise. Giannis looks like the best player in basketball, so he drops
is.
30 effortlessly. His presence on defense is insane.
Brooke,
Brook Lopez is getting a bunch of praise. People have it's between Brook Lopez and Anthony Davis as the defensive player of the year right now,
that's so
which
funny
is
to think
crazy.
about.
And Brook Lopez is contributing offensively. But to me, the biggest thing for the Bucks so far has been Drew Holiday, and it's getting completely swept under the rug. He's been phenomenal for them on both ends. I said this. He, to me, is no question the best point of attack defender in the NBA. I know you said in the chat the other day, Derek White. Derek White does not touch Drew Holiday respectfully.
He doesn't.
Derek White's really good, but Drew Holiday's been doing this for 10 years now.
No.
Yeah.
I agree.
So-
and I do think Drew is the best point of attack defender. I was just obviously
Yeah, and
over-exaggerating at the time,
my
but
thing with Drew Holiday, like we knew Drew Holiday was great on defense. My thing with Drew Holiday so far this year has been his offense. We've known Drew Holiday to sometimes have these stretches where he struggles on offense and he doesn't make shots and he's super inefficient. He's been efficient. He's been great for them in the clutch of some of these games. He hit the dagger essentially against the Pistons, and then he comes up clutch on the other end. His playmaking to me has been phenomenal.
it is
Been running a
yes.
great offense, and like you said, it's crazy how good this team is. And you're just gonna plug in Cash Money Chris when he's out.
You know what's even crazier? It doesn't stop at Chris because
Pat
Pat
Connaughton
hasn't played.
and Joe
Joe
Ingles.
Ingles
Yeah.
is yet to
Yeah.
come.
Joe Ingles will
Is
be
yet to play
huge for
basketball
them
either.
when he gets back.
So you're talking about a team that's depth is only going to improve, and it hasn't even looked all that bad this season. They're kind of just piecing the rotation together to this point, and it's kind of working out for them. So Bobby Portis has looked really good at times. So I think it's pretty clear and obvious right now they are the best team in basketball.
Yeah.
Because most of
definitely.
their team is not even
They're
there
going to
yet.
go undefeated.
So yeah, they're going 82-0 for
All
sure.
right.
I just and the second team that you were going to
Yeah.
talk
So the
about,
next team in the
is-
opposite conference, the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think.
to this point in the season, absolutely.
point,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of crazy to me how good I think they look better than they looked last year.
You know,
It's crazy because Ayton hasn't been playing too.
Aiden hasn't been
And-
playing. Chris Paul took a few games to get
Yeah.
going. They just their roster is good, and their roster just I don't know what it is about them. They seem to just all feed off each other, and
Cam Johnson and Campaign
My-
both are balling.
It's like we said that they were going to fall off
And
because
they
we thought they were going to trade Ayton, and now they're doing this without Ayton also, and he's still going to come back.
real quick, Lav said former Knick legend Bobby Portis. That is.
Bobby
So
Portis.
yeah.
Crazy Bobby.
My biggest concern with the Suns coming into the season was their depth, and especially because Jay Crowder has been playing for them, and it's turned out that Cameron Payne has decided to be good at basketball again.
yeah, please talk.
Yeah, I don't know why you
Jock-
don't talk into the mic.
Jock Landale has been
Yeah, Jake
one of the
Layman, my
best
boy.
backup centers in the entire league to this point in the season. Dario Saric has just entered the rotation again.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Um,
there's some games where I see Dario play, some games like that. Some games Dario doesn't
Yeah.
play. Same thing
Yeah.
with Torrey Craig. There was like
Mhm.
2 games ago, I seen him on the court. He had a great game. He
Yep.
had like 10 points in the first half. Then there's another game where he doesn't even play. Like they're like 11, 12 guys deep.
There's so many guys. Yeah,
Like you said, Campaign's been good for them.
they got Damian
Sar-
Lee.
Damian Lee's been great
Damian
for
Lee's
them.
been very good for them. Josh
Landry
Okogie's
Shamit's
another one.
always a solid option. The biggest thing for them is Jock Landale for me. I didn't even
Absolutely.
know who this guy was. Like
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
thought
casual.
his name was Jake Layman.
Bismack's another one.
Bismack's
yeah.
been
Bismack's
Bismack's
another
been
one.
great for them since Ayton
Last
got
season.
hurt. Yeah,
Last season, too,
yeah,
he was good
but
for them.
since Ayton got hurt so far this year, he's been phenomenal for them filling in.
It's just simple as this. Chris Paul and Devin Booker will make any center that
Yeah.
can catch a lob or dunk the ball look good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just that simple.
Devin Booker looks
His playmaking
Better,
has reached
yeah.
another level.
Yeah,
Like,
Devin Booker looks so comfortable in the pick and roll. What game was it the Timberwolves game,
Yep.
which
Yeah.
obviously it makes sense because they have two bigs out there, but they absolutely demolished them in the pick and roll. Like Chris Paul and Devin Booker got literally every single shot they wanted.
Yeah, I don't think the numbers completely back it, but Devin Booker does look like he reached the whole nother level
He does.
playmaking this season.
Yeah.
So yeah, D-Book is him.
And Chris Paul started slow, and his offense, his
He looked
scoring
washed.
hasn't been, that great. But this
He's
dude,
not washed.
his
I said he looked washed.
his
Oh.
playmaking like the last like 4 games or something, it's like 70 something
Bro.
assists to
Yeah.
like 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
Like it's
Bro,
crazy.
he
what
was
he's
so
doing.
mad when he got that one turnover in
Yeah.
the game that he drew a technical at the end of a blowout win. That he turned the ball over because the ref called him for like a carry, I think.
Yeah.
And he was like, he lost his mind on the ref, and like it was his first turnover of the game, and he had 13 assists. Like,
I'd be mad too.
and I forgot who it was that was commentating the game. He said, "Yo, Chris Paul finally gave us an assist to turnover ratio for tonight," because he was like, he didn't even have one. It was fucking 13-0.
Yeah.
He's like, now it's 13-1. So it was, yeah, Chris Paul's the point
Yeah,
god, and he
and-
shows it every single day.
Yeah, and I mean, this was my finals prediction for last year, and things happened in the playoffs. It's still early days, but to me, these two teams look like by far the best two teams in
And they-
basketball.
yeah.
So far,
completely.
in their
yes, they do.
respective conferences, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.